Not afraid of a microphone, so that's not the issue here, but I will use it. All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming again. I appreciate it. Well, first of all, thank you for staying. I appreciate it. This is an information session, my little part now. So, as I said earlier on when I was introducing the girls from the Falls Prevention Ambassadors, one of the things that I really tried to do with the speaker series is give us some variety of speakers. And I was just talking to some ladies over here, and I'm glad that everybody's been enjoying the speaker series, but I would like some tips on other things that you would like to know about so that I can bring it out to the rural community. The thing is that people are willing to come out if we just ask them. So please let me know. If you can't think of anything today, please know that you can always call me, and I can, see what I can do to recruit people. But we have lots of resources, and I think we should use them because I think it's important that we get the things out here for us. And as some of you may or may not be aware, starting in May, the Hearing Society is going to be coming out. There's no appointment necessary. It's from 1 to 4 upstairs in the quiet room. And after that, depending on the turnout, Kim said that we'll start making appointments. So spread that news around. I think that's really great that we're going to have them come out here. We can get our batteries checked and changed and all those good things. So I'm here at the very end here. I thought I would take a time slot myself to talk about Southern Frontenac Community Services and what we do. One of the things I find in my job is that people don't know what we do here. How many people are from this community? How many people have lived here for a very long time? 5 years? 10 years? 5 years? Okay. So this organization is celebrating its 25th anniversary. So we have been in the community for 25 years. And I think it's like anything. We don't know what's out there until we really need it. So what we're trying to do is to get the word out in the community of all the great programs that we offer to everyone that lives here. One of the things that we would like to, I'd like to acknowledge is we'd like to thank the Rotary Club of Cataraqui, Kingston. So they've helped us out by giving us this lovely PA system, which has helped enhance the speaker series, being able to let everyone hear a little more clearly. And it's helped make the speaker series a success. So I'm very happy that we've had that opportunity. And we have that support, not just right in Sydenham and Southern Frontenac, but also in the Kingston and surrounding areas. So I'm pretty pleased that they've helped us out with that. So I'm going to pass out, Jennifer, can I get you to help me with these, please? So Jennifer is going to pass out these catalogs. These are the catalogs that we give with the list of all of our programs. And all of our lovely faces are also in there. Kim takes our pictures and she asks us if we want them updated or not, and we're all not being vain, but I will say we're being vain, looking through and seeing what our last picture looked like before she comes around with the camera again. So we've had some staffing changes, so they need to be updated again. Yeah, thank you very much, Jennifer. Now, one of the things that we've just started talking about, Catherine's just launched the enhancement program, the enhancement campaign. Is anybody familiar with the enhancement campaign? So what we're doing is we're trying to raise $50,000 by June. And what's going to happen with that $50,000? It's not an enhancement for our building. It is our enhancement for services. So that $50,000, let me just put my glasses on here. I want to get the stats right. So our goal is to raise $50,000 by June 30th of this year in order to help 178 new clients get access to essential health and services. So the services that we already offer, we want to be able to reach more people. And we need the money. That's just the way it is. You know, we need money, and everybody does, and everybody's asking, but every little 5 cents, 10 cents helps. I can't say pennies because we don't even use pennies anymore, but I think back in the penny day, we would have taken those as well. So that, when you hear around the community, when you hear people talking about the Enhancement Campaign, that is exactly what it's about, to raise more money so that we can help serve people in the community. And as I was saying earlier, sometimes we don't realize we need a service until we're in desperate mode. This is why I think it's important for you to know about the kinds of things that we do here at Southern Frontenac Community Services, because you might come upon a time where you think, wow, I wish I knew where I could get that help, and then go, oh, you know what? I think they do that. The other thing I'd like to let you know as well is that we can also be a resource for you. If we can't help you, we will find someone that can. We will put you in the right direction and point you to some other organizations that might be able to help you with certain things. So one of the things, some of the programs we offer are a Meals on Wheels program. Currently, the Meals on Wheels program is a frozen meals. They're $5 a meal. If you order 10, the delivery is free. So that's nice for seniors who can't get out. And families and caregivers actually like to utilize the Meals on Wheels programs because it gives them a little peace of mind. If they're not very close to their maybe their parent or their in-law, they can at least know that they've got one meal that they know they're going to be able to eat. The other thing we're trying to do, and it's taking a little bit of time, is a hot Meals on Wheels program. So there's a lot of coordination involved in that, getting the hot meals. And I think we have a few people in our audience here who are sort of new back to this area. And you were Meals on Wheels drivers in Coburg? In Coburg for quite a long time. So they understand the commitment it takes, and we wouldn't be able to do it without volunteers to deliver the meals. So it's a great program. And you had done it for quite a long time, am I right? Quite a few years. So it's always sad when you have long-term volunteers leave any program. I can speak from that as taking care of the volunteers here. The Diners program is another social program that we offer to seniors in the community. So we have a Diners program in Glen Burnie, Inverary, Harrowsmith, Verona, and Sydenham. And there are various times throughout the month. It's $11 a meal, so it's a nice hot cooked meal, homemade meal. And we have entertainment. And it's nice for people who are socially isolated, or it's a good time, especially in the winter, to get out and see your neighbors and your friends, especially this past winter. I think everybody was desperate to see somebody else besides a shovel and some snow. So that's a very popular program, and Bob Abrams takes care of the Diners program. We have a transportation program. Now, specifically here in Southern Frontenac, we have drivers who take care of our adult day clients downstairs, and then we also have drivers who work through the Northern Frontenac Transportation Collaboration. So we work in partnership with them, and they sort of oversee all of the drivers in all of the areas, because we have people who need to go to doctor's appointments, they need to go to the renal clinic, they need to go to the cancer clinic. So any volunteers that come and see me that are interested in driving from different areas of our county, I send them on to Gail and Linda, and then they take care of it from there for us. So we're really lucky to have that, because that's a huge program. People are needing drives all the time, and as we're a rural area and as we age gracefully, some of us feel that we can't drive anymore, and so it's nice to be able to call up and say, I need a driver to take me to an appointment. So we're very fortunate for that. We have income tax clinics, which are going on right now. So if you make a certain amount, you can, I guess it's below $30,000. The income tax girls can help you fill out your income tax. You just have to make an appointment and just go down to our other office, and they take care of that. Now, foot care. Is anybody taking advantage of the foot care clinics that we have? Some people have, some people haven't. So we have the foot care clinic in Verona. We have a foot care clinic here in Sydenham. And we have one that is out at Country Pines, out in Glen Burnie. So foot care nurse takes care of that for you, and just make an appointment. Now, right now, and if you can't get out, they will come. The foot care nurse will come to your home. So it's $17 for an in-home. The clinic is $13. And I think those are, Bob informed me today that they're going to go up a little bit, but not much. I think the in-home is going up to $20, and the clinic will be $15. That'll be as of July. So, and I know some people go into Kingston. They go to Quarry, I think. Some people go take themselves there So that's something else. Home help and respite. I know that some of you use that program. So we have people who can go in and help with light housework, some meal prep, some help with groceries, laundry, respite work if you're a caregiver. We offer that as well. And those are fee programs. They have a fee attached to them. We have a good food box, and we have a food bank. Now, I cannot believe, I've worked with this organization for 4 years, and I cannot believe in the 4 years how much the food bank has grown. The need in our community is unbelievable. I really can't believe. I go down there and I see the shelves full, and then all of a sudden they're empty. The need in our community has grown exponentially over the last year. I can't get over how huge it is. So we're really thankful to those volunteers that work down there, because without them we wouldn't get the food, and we thank the people in the community who make the donations. Coming up this weekend, actually, we're having a Stuff the Cruiser at Foodland, and people can just take down food, and all the food comes to the food bank here. There's also going to take place as well in Verona, at the Foodland in Verona. Yes?
When are you expecting the first crop from the greenhouse?
Well, Jeanette's just started going in there, so she said it was a really hard winter, so whatever she had wintered in there she's keeping an eye and seeing. I haven't had a feedback as of yet, but I think it should be a good, yes, we're hoping so. She's very excited about it. So for those of you that don't know, we got a lovely grant last year to build a beautiful greenhouse out there, and Jeanette is thrilled with it. It was a young architect who was just finishing up. So she designed and had it built, and she had her work boots on, and she was climbing ladders and on the roof, and every time I looked out my window, I was looking to see if she was, harnessed in, but she was, so I didn't want her falling, but it looks terrific out there. So we have a beautiful big garden on the other side of that, and this year we're going to have a wet station at the greenhouse where the vegetables will be washed. We didn't really have a place to do that last year, so when somebody would pick the vegetables and take them down to the food bank, and they were all dirty, and it just made a big mess everywhere. So we've got a little area this year that Jeanette's made to make sure the vegetables are clean, so that when they go to the families, they're not all yucky and muddy. So we've got that going on. We've got a program with some mentoring going on, which I'm kind of excited about in the garden. So anybody that's done any kind of gardening, or you just have a passion for gardening, whether it be fruits or vegetables, you grew up on a farm, we have some students coming from the public school, and they're going to help out in the garden. And the project is a little bit of mentoring where you would go and talk about the things that you used to take part of. If you grew up on a farm, or if you're an avid gardener now, the things you like, the things you would suggest to them. So they're keen, and I'm looking for some more volunteers for that. Robert, you can attest to that. You're still volunteering. That's great, because we'll all learn something. We've got some great staff, and again, you'll meet some other volunteers who are really knowledgeable. It's going to happen in our garden, and I think they're expanding it, Jennifer, a little bit. So just to the other side of it. So we'll have to see what happens. Oh, are you? We can talk for sure. So we're pretty excited about that. So the crop that comes out of the garden goes, as I said, to the food bank, which is nice for people, because we know how expensive produce can be, and not everybody has the capability or the space to have fresh vegetables. So we feel really fortunate that we can put those extras in with the food bank orders for the clients. And also our clients that are in the day program get to benefit from that as well. We have a couple of raised garden beds outside that we had built for us, so our seniors that are more frail can at least go out there, and they were asked what they would like to see in there. So there were strawberries and I think peas and something else. We had melons there last year, so there were a few nice things out there. And then again, they get to enjoy the crop. They were bringing in baskets last year of tomatoes and lettuce and cucumbers. So they were making salads. They were participating, and it was great. And who doesn't love a fresh salad? So we were pretty excited about that. One of the other things that we do have, and we've been really strained again this year financially, I think most people have been, we've been able to help people through some grants for some assistance to pay for heat and hydro. It's been, as we all know, it's been a terrible year, and when you're on a fixed income, whether you're a senior or someone with a disability, it's been a lot of strain. So we've been able to have a little bit of funds that we can help, give people some money to put some oil in their furnace so they could continue. This winter seems like it's never going to end, so I was kind of shocked when I got up yesterday and seeing that we had quite a bit of snow. So, but I think we're on the up now. I hope. One of the other programs, is anybody aware that we have a caregiver hospice counselor here? I just call her a counselor. She's not really a counselor, but Mary's here to talk and guide you through some questions if you have, if you're a caregiver and giving assistance to somebody at home. It can be a very stressful time if you're a caregiver, and sometimes you don't know until you can step away and realize that you need some assistance. And she's a good listener, so sometimes we just need an impartial ear that's not a family member and not your friends. I think sometimes we don't want to express ourselves because we don't want to burden our family or friends. And it's a nice opportunity to come and speak with Mary, and she keeps everything very confidential, and you meet in a little room and you just talk. And she's always only just a phone call away. So that's a nice thing to know that we have here, because you just don't know when you need somewhere to turn if you're in need yourself. Because I find that if you want to be a successful caregiver, you have to take care of yourself as well, not just the person you're caring for. So I think we really have to think about that and take heed in that. You are as important as the person you are caring for. And I think we tend to forget that. We always put ourselves at the very end. So there we go. Now, we have our Adult Day program, which goes on 5 days a week downstairs. Now, that program runs from 9 o'clock until 3:30. And the clients live out in the community. And there are staff downstairs. There are PSWs. We have volunteers. We have a volunteer cook. We have someone that comes and helps with crafts, puzzles, those kinds of things. And the people that attend the day program have various amounts of abilities. We have people with different levels of dementia. We have people who have strokes. We have people who have had Parkinson's. We have people who are socially isolated and frail, live on their own. And so this program is terrific. We have drivers who go and pick them up. Family members are obviously welcome to drop off their loved one as well. But we operate 5 days a week, and for some people, this is a godsend, especially if you are living with someone who has a disability that takes a lot of care. So it's a terrific program. The fee for this program is $20 for the day. So that includes a snack when they get here. I call it social time because we always sit down and have a cup of coffee, and it's a good time for me to get my second cup, so take advantage of that. And then we have a little snack and we have a little chat amongst ourselves. We talk about the news, what did you read today? And then we always do a light exercise program, because one of the things that I feel is very important is that if you live at home and you want to stay at home, as we all do, you have to take care of yourself physically. You will never be able to do that unless you can do your basics, so your activities of daily living, such as putting on your pants, lifting your feet, getting in a car to go to the grocery store with someone or to go to a doctor's appointment. So we do try and encourage, and we greatly encourage all of the clients to participate. When the hall is not being used, we come up here and we walk around. We put on some music and we just walk. And since we've implemented this we've been a little bit more rigorous the last year or so implementing the program. Some of them have said they've noticed quite a lot of improvement, with their hips and their knees and those kinds of things. So I take great pride in being able to help them with that, because one of the things that I also do is every year I go to Western in London and I take part in the Research to Action, it's called, the program, and it's for people who have their seniors fitness instructor, and I have my certification from there. So I take great pride in seeing the development of the clients downstairs, being able to walk up the stairs. Some of them weren't able to walk up the stairs without being in a great amount of pain. So that old adage of you use it, you lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it. It's so true. So stay active, even if you just walk up and down your halls. If you live in an apartment building, it's important. And then in the after, so we do exercise, then we do something kind of fun. So we try and I just finished the activity calendar for April, April. I forgot what month it was there. I was wishing the month away already. It hasn't even started. So spring. So everything was around spring and planting. So we're going to do some planting downstairs. They can take things home. The ladies like to bake, so we try and do some baking activities. We've got some wood crafts for the men. So I always encourage volunteers, if they've got a skill that they can offer, to come and sit, and especially with the men, because I love men, but sometimes they're hard to just get them motivated enough. So I'm always looking for things to find for the men down there. And usually my past experience with day programs is they're usually very women-oriented. There's a lot more women in the day programs, and here we have a lot more men than we have women. So it makes the programming a bit of a challenge to find things that are interesting to them. I'm also the thought that you have to be respectful, and we have to remember that the people that are in the program are grown-ups. They're husbands and wives, mothers and fathers, grandparents. And I think that when you're planning the activities for the clients downstairs, you have to remember they've lived a full life. So it's up to me to find something that is going to make them retain that dignity for them. So no matter what level they are at, that's very important to me. So again, I struggle a little bit trying to find things that are meaningful to them. So I always welcome ideas. If somebody is out somewhere and you see something that you think would be terrific, please let me know, because I'm always open to putting new things on the calendar for them. We also have some people who come in and play music. We all love music. I mean, there's not many people that I know that don't like music. So we have some people that come in and play piano and do sing-alongs and those kinds of things. And that always seems to be a big hit with the clients. Everybody gets to have a rest period after lunch, so we have a nice homemade lunch. We have some nice big chairs, and we're just getting some new ones. So the lights are off. We put the TV on just because not everybody likes to sleep, but they just like to kind of relax a little bit. But most of them fall asleep, so don't let them fool you if they say they don't. I look around the room and all the eyes are closed, so they like to take advantage of that, which is perfectly okay. You know, if that's what you're used to doing at home, we're going to make sure that you can do it here as well. Then in the afternoon, we get up, we do another little activity, we have a snack, and then by that time it's 3:30 and it's time to go home. So it's a full day. It is a full day, but it is well worth it for the families to attend the day program. So we're pretty proud of that program. I think there are a lot of great things that come out of there, and especially for the clients. I think they get a chance to talk about things, which I think everybody loves to talk about their past and what they've done and their successes. So I think it's a good platform for them. We also have in our Family Services Department, we have a rural women's group. So it's for women to come out at the end of the month, and they just gather and learn different things. Now last week, somebody from Pampered Chef, has anybody heard of Pampered Chef? They have cooking supplies and things. So we have a local consultant who came, and she brought some implements and some recipes and things and taught the ladies how to make certain things. So we encourage that. You know, sometimes we don't know what to do with the food that we get from the food bank. You know, we don't know how to prepare healthy meals. So we feel it's our not responsibility, but I don't know the right word. I just think we need to want to help the people to know what to do properly with those kinds of things, with the foods that they're getting. Some of us have never cooked with bok choy and don't know what to do with it, so, you know, something like that. So especially with the fresh produce in the summertime, there were some things out in the garden that nobody had any idea what to do with it, so we decided we were going to start giving some cooking lessons to those people and help them along. And every once in a while, I'd peek in as well and see what was happening. So if you like to cook, it's always a good thing as well. So as I mentioned, we have some low-income assistance bank to help with different things throughout the year funds. Volunteer services. Some of you have been to diners, and I have been to almost every diners in the last 6 weeks to talk about volunteering, because that is also my job. One of my jobs is to talk about the volunteers. Now, I think I speak for every person who works in a community organization throughout the country. We would not be anywhere if it was not for the volunteers. We have 15 employees, but we have over 100 volunteers. And we would not be able to do the things we do if it was not for the volunteers. We have volunteers who answer our phone. We have volunteers who do data entry. We have volunteers who sit with our clients downstairs, who cook, who work in the food bank, who work at diners, who do make phone calls for various programs that we're doing for diners who come in. We have, I think Bob has at any time probably at least 8 to 10 volunteers helping with the diners, diners. That's a lot of volunteers. And you know, we have a lot of volunteers who want to stay really busy, so they're always like doing all different facets of our organization. But I think it's important to know that it's okay to say no. If you want to just volunteer in one place, that's great. If you're only here for the winter and you play golf all summer, that's still okay. Like, one of the things I always tell people when they say, I'd love to volunteer, but you know, I go to Florida every winter, so I can't really commit. You know what? I'll take you. The times that you're here, if you really want to volunteer, I'll find something for you. I will work with your time frame and make it work for you. If you want to work for 2 hours a week or 8 hours a week or 2 hours a month, that's okay. Because every little bit that you help us do something out in our community is a benefit to everybody. And I think once you start volunteering yourself, you realize what a great reward it is to be giving back. So I really appreciate all the volunteers in every little task that they do, big or small. It's always appreciated. So some of the opportunities, we have volunteer drivers, volunteer bingo assistants out in Kingston. We get some funding from that. The day program downstairs, the good food box, reception, diners. So if anybody wants to volunteer, I'm your gal, come and see me. I'll never say no. Some of the partnerships that we have throughout our community and into Kingston, we have a partnership with the Alzheimer's Society of Kingston. And they come the last Thursday of each month here in the Grace Center from 7 to 9. And an appointment's made. Someone from the staff here calls, and you can meet with someone from the Alzheimer's Society. We have the SMILE program. We work in partnership with the VON. And the SMILE program is Seniors Maintaining Independent Living Easily, and it's a funded program for qualifying seniors, and it helps with meals, housekeeping, shopping, laundry, errands, transportation, and outdoor chores. The clients must be an imminent risk of placement in a long-term care facility. So mostly it's for frail seniors who need assistance with that program. You have to be referred. You can refer yourself, but we can take care of that if you know of someone that is in need of assistance, so we can help with that. I mentioned the bingo. We don't do the early years anymore at the moment. And the VON SMART program, and that's Seniors Maintaining Active Roles Together. And that happens here Monday and Thursday mornings. It's a fitness program, and it's from 10 to 11, and the cost is $4 a class or $45. Yes? It's free now. Oh, thank you. It's free now. That's even more exciting. All right, let me just mark that down there. 0. Excellent. That's even better. Wow, that's terrific. It's a great program. We sit in our office right there, and I can hear the music. Tap my toes. I can always tell when it's a new instructor because the music's a little bit different. But it gets a great response, and we're really fortunate to have that in our community because it's such a, as I said, an important part. Exercise is one in Verona. For Parham, okay. Yeah, fit and healthy because we're growing. Right. Absolutely, I agree. It's key. 55 plus. Yep, free. 10 to 11. Mondays and Thursdays. So Mondays and Thursdays here at the Grace Center. And if you come to this one and you want to know about the other ones, you can just ask all the friendly folks that are here. They'll set you on the right track for that. But I think that's great. So now there's no reason not to come because it's free. It's even better. And there's the number you can call Joanne, or you can just ask us here. We'll put you through to her. I talked a little bit about the Frontenac transportation services that we can call if we need that. And then fundraising, it's ongoing. There's a little blurb in the back of your catalog here. I won't, read it word for word, but as you know, it's an important part of what we do here. Unfortunately, in this day and age, everybody's fundraising, and it is. This organization has grown in the 4 years that I've been with it. I can't believe how many more services we offer, but the highlight of it is, unfortunately, how many more people need our services. We are an aging population, as we all know. Our demographic, our 55 plus, is huge, and it's expanding daily. And we have to look out for ourselves. We have to know what it is we need to do. You have to advocate for yourself. And I think it's important to know things like nutrition and alternative health, the benefits of things that are out there for us, where to go. Where do we go when we need services? And as I said to you, if we can't answer that for you, if we can't help you here, we'll help you find someone that can offer those services that you're requiring. We have lots of great resources in the Kingston area, so I think we should just utilize what we have. Yeah, I think that I've covered just about all of our services. I'm trying to think if I've missed anything. We take memberships. Does anybody get the newsletter? Some people get the newsletter. This is what our newsletter looks like. We have a website. You can go on the website. It's on the back of the catalog. Check it out. There's all kinds of great things. There's YouTube videos on there. There's, I think Duncan Sinclair, Dr. Duncan Sinclair was here and spoke at the opening of our Enhancement Campaign, and his talk was on there. I was not able to attend, but I heard it was quite amazing. So if you have a computer and some access, have a look at that. There's lots of little drop-downs on the website. Drop down, have a look, browse around and see what kind of great things that we do and what you can do to help. One of our big events coming up is our golf tournament. I participate. I have golf clubs, but that does not mean I golf. But I go and I support the organization for which I work for. So we've got that coming up May 30th. Let's hope there's no snow. That's all I have to say. Or I'll have to bring a shovel and not my golf clubs. The other thing that's coming up on April the 10th is Volunteer Appreciation. So for our volunteers that have been with us for a short time or a long time, we're having a volunteer appreciation up here. Please feel free to come yourself, even if you don't volunteer, and chat with some people who volunteer and see what they really do and what it's really like to be a part of the organization and what they get from volunteering. I think there's nothing better than testimonials from people who are doing what it is, what you're interested in doing. Nothing like getting it from right from the horse's mouth, as they say. So please come. It's in the afternoon. It's from 3 to 5 next Thursday. So not this week, but next week. So that should be exciting. We'll be up here and it'll be full because I'm expecting everyone to come. So yeah, I think, as I said, I've covered everything. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. As I said, everything's pretty well in your information that you've received. And once again, I would really like to thank everyone for coming to the speaker series and making it so successful. I'm absolutely over the moon with the turnout we've had